Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We've got a big breaking news now coming in with regards to the Jammu and Kashmir elections. Looks like the troubles are mounting for National Conference and Congress's alliance in Jammu and Kashmir. Congress has rushed KC Venugopal to Kashmir as the alliance remains undecided on the seat-sharing formula so far. Salman Khurshid is already in Srinagar and in fact has been holding a couple of meetings over there. They are expected to meet Omar and Farooq Abdullah. Venugopal in fact will land in Srinagar at around 9:30 am is what we are picking up from our sources. In fact, this alliance that began from rivalry as and now joined hands with alliances has hit a roadblock after Congress demanded seats which National Conference is not willing to give at this point of time. Now, tomorrow is the final day of filing nomination for the first phase, though National Conference has already filed nomination of 2 candidates for DH Pora and Doda. Rest of the seats are still open for discussion. We'll bring you more details with regards to the big update that we have picked up straight from our sources. We have CNN News 18's Ishan Wani, in fact, joining us on the phone line. Ishan, looks like not everything is well between this particular conference. Looks like they have hit another roadblock in their way to a seat-sharing formula.
Well, absolutely, because tomorrow is the last day of filing of the nomination for the first phase, and yet the alliance is still to decide on seat-sharing agenda, because we have heard from our sources that the Congress party was demanding certain seats which National Conference was unwilling to give, and similarly National Conference is demanding those seats which Congress is unwilling to give. So there is a problem that is brewing between the alliance partners. While the Farooq Abdullah had announced that this is an alliance with which he is happy, but it seems like at a local level at least, there is a problem that is brewing, and that's why you're seeing Salman Khurshid, KC Venugopal in Kashmir, and they're meeting, both Abdullahs to ensure that the alliance happens. Because for Congress, it's also about getting the maximum out of Jammu and Kashmir. They have performed very poorly in the past 2 elections, including Lok Sabha elections, last 2 Lok Sabha elections. So to improve that, they would want to fight this election in, alliance. There are certain seats like Tral, Central Shalteng, and others which Congress is willing, but National Conference is not ready to give it. We heard from their senior leader of National Conference, Ajay Shaheen, who categorically said that their workers have decided that if they are not given mandate, he is not given mandate, they will not vote for Congress or any alliance. And, that is where the problem lies for the National Conference. Their senior leaders are not ready to leave their seat for the Congress, and Congress similarly is not, wanting to leave those seats where they are sure that they are going to win. There have been multiple rounds of meetings that have taken place between the leaders at the local level. Now we are seeing that the top leaders, including KC Venugopal, Salman Khurshid, are being rushed to Kashmir to ensure the alliance happens, and the list is would be finally out by tonight. Because tomorrow is the last day of filing of nomination. Today happens to be a holiday, so tomorrow is the only day for which nominations can be filed. Only 2 seats, National Conference has filed their candidatures of, which is Doda and DH Pora. Rest of the seats are still vacant. Neither Congress nor National Conference has filed any candidates. It will be interesting to see where does the alliance go from here on, and what happens after they speak with Abdullah. Because now, while Congress is a compulsion, but for National Conference, they think they're going to win big, and that's why they're demanding more seats in Jammu and Kashmir.
Absolutely, Ishan. And what's the word that you are picking up exactly from the BJP as well as PDP's camp, the rest of the parties in the UT?
The BJP feels that, this alliance is not going to long last, and that's why they are seeing that BJP is using this moment to attack the National Conference and the Congress, stating that they are power greedy, and that's why they're not ready to leave any seat for even the alliance partners. While the PDP is focused on their own campaign, their own agenda, they couldn't be again fitted into this alliance. We have seen already in Lok Sabha they couldn't be fit in this alliance because PDP is part of India bloc, but they haven't gotten any seat in terms of seat sharing, both in Lok Sabha, neither now in J&K Assembly elections. It was expected that all of them will go together, but they are again not going together. It's between National Conference and the Congress, and 1 seat could possibly be given to the CPIM, Mohammad Yusuf Tarigami, who's the leader in Jammu and Kashmir. So yes, the problem is right now that the seats sharing formula hasn't been fully implemented, and still the deliberations are going on, while Rahul Gandhi visited both Abdullahs and then they announced that alliance is going to happen. But at the local level, there seems to be some trouble which is unending, and still we are seeing that multiple rounds of meeting and KC Venugopal coming to Srinagar to meet Abdullahs today.
And amidst all of that, Ishan, we are also learning about this manifesto war which is going on. What exactly is the main point of contention over this manifesto?
Absolutely right. While the National Conference has kept autonomy, 370, 35A and statehood as part of their manifesto, and their manifesto begins with these things. But the Congress has only talked about statehood. When Rahul Gandhi came to Kashmir, he spoke about why statehood is important. So the manifesto is not aligning while you are driving out an alliance. That's why you're seeing parties like PDP, Mehbooba Mufti, stating that if they are ready to accept their agenda, then she will leave every seat for this alliance. So that is why, there is a lot of talk going between political parties. But yes, one has to wait and see that what happens next, because all the political parties are right now deliberating between themselves.